Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your June 2022 general reading. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. So we can all breathe a little bit of sigh of relief. In June, the energy around us is a lot gentler, a lot calmer than it was with the chaos of May and all those eclipses that we had and all of that intense energy. So we don't have any major planetary clashes in the month of June, thank goodness. We do, however, still have, depending when you see this reading, we still have Mercury in retrograde till about the 2nd or 3rd of June. Okay, so just a little bit of caution with communication, also technology, things like that. Okay, and but otherwise, we've got a new moon in Gemini, 30th of May. And that brings about second chances for people who need them. It also has us focused on our mental processes, our communication in a very positive way. You might be expanding your mind, learning new things. You might be picking up some new habits or hobbies, things that are really very positive for you. You may also be thinking of new ways you can express yourself. With that energy as well. But of course, new moons always bring in the new opportunities and new energy for us as well. And we also do have a big super moon in the middle of the month. We've got a full moon in Sagittarius there for you. And so you may be finding yourself through the month doing a little bit more reflection, thinking about where you've been, what you've accomplished, showing yourself a little bit of appreciation maybe as well. We've got a lot of self-love, self-care going on through the month as well. Fortunately for us as well, Saturn is in retrograde. Saturn is that kind of harsh teacher, big life lessons often, and in retrograde it's time to more reflect than anything else. Okay, so all around gentler energy for us all. So let's have a look and see what we've got coming in here for you guys. Let me just find my crystal there. Thank you very much. There we go. All right. So we have the farther gate and we also have the wall. Aha. Well, this is very interesting. Card number 55 and 56. Okay, so you may be looking to you might have some lofty aspirations. When we have the farther gate, this really does represent your longer term goals and aspirations. Okay, and this is really that invitation to take the first step, a bold step forward, the first step forward. This is card number 55. So it can represent obstacles and challenges. Hello, the wall. Okay, it can also represent the need to change. Okay, to initiate some change, but fives also represent the opportunity for exciting adventures. Okay, something getting us out of our comfort zone. And when we have the farther gate, there's a couple of different gates here. We've got this first gate is open, the second gate is still closed because we need to take the first step before we can take the second step. So you might be thinking about the future. You might have, some big aspiration that you're working on. And when we get this is really about taking that first step, initiating some sort of action, even if it's just putting together a plan. Okay. But it's also a reminder that sometimes we've got big goals. And sometimes it's better for us with those multiple gates there to break things down into smaller chunks and then celebrate our accomplishments for every step forward that we've taken along the way. All right. Sometimes, yes, great things happen all at once, just boom. Okay. But most of the time it's in those smaller increments, right? So if something seems like a really big, daunting task, break things down into smaller achievable goals and they're more realistic for you and you may have a greater sense of accomplishment there. Okay, so but initially here with that farther gate, start taking the steps now. Okay, because those first gates are open, you might even need to get out of your comfort zone or take a different approach at things. We've got the wall coming up here as well with obstacles. So yes, you may have some obstacles on your path. Okay, but you have an opportunity and you have the ability here to clear them out, okay, or to find a way around them. Okay, look past the obstacle towards the solution, towards your long-term game plan. All right, sometimes we don't see the forest through the trees, right? So whatever is blocking you, whatever is causing you some challenge, some grief, find a better way, find a way around it, focus on that solution. Okay, maybe there's a creative approach, a different approach that you can take with some obstacles that are in your pathway in the month ahead. And sometimes even taking a step back, all right, can allow us to see the big picture. So there may be a big picture thinking that's there for you. We've got the moon card coming in here for you in the month ahead. The moon is, for one, this can certainly represent cycles in your life. Okay, so you may have a cycle that's coming to a close, and you may also be starting a new cycle in your world here as well. The moon also illuminates things. Okay, maybe a bit of a surprise may come your way through the month ahead. All right, but when we have the moon, this is some underlying energy that may come to the surface for you, something from your subconscious. We quite often have fears and worries, doubts, those things that come to the surface, and that may be a little bit of an obstacle. Perhaps there's something that you want to achieve, okay, or there's some changes that you want to make, or something that you want to do a little bit differently, but there's some underlying energies there that are preventing you from doing that. And quite often it is some sort of fear, right? We may have a fear of change, okay, a fear of trying something new, a fear of failure, but we also sometimes have a fear of success. And people sometimes say, well, how can I fear success? Well, maybe you don't want to be in the spotlight. Perhaps you're an introvert, Virgo. And sometimes we are our own worst enemy in that regard. Sometimes we hold ourselves back for no other reason than we want certain success, we want money, we want love, we want happiness, we want all these things, but maybe you don't want to be in the spotlight, or you don't want to be the center of attention. So that may be a fear that you're working through. I'm sorry for that weird grunting noise. My dog is doing the backstroke my dog is doing the backstroke just right on the other side of the table across my area rug. So I apologize for the weird grunts. Anyways, but yes, sometimes we do have a fear of being in the spotlight, of letting our light shine. All right, so there might be something there that you need to look at. But the moon also brings about our dreams. Okay, it brings a little bit of mystery. So perhaps there is something that you can't quite see right now that may start to come to light. All right, but you may also be feeling creative. Your intuition is also very on point when we get that moon energy as well. Okay, so there may be something that you need to work through, some obstacles. It might not be apparent to you quite yet. You may also need to, there may be something here that is a little bit, how should we say? The moon can be about our illusions. So sometimes we start to get an inkling of something and we can't quite put our finger on it. Okay, or we start to see something, but we see a little bit of the truth, but we don't see the whole thing. Okay, so there may be something there that you need to do a little bit of a deep dive on. All right, but we also have the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Well, holy kitten caboodle, look at that. Okay, Manifestation 101. All right, for one, if you are doing any kind of research or anything in regards to manifestations, okay, this is the month to set some intentions. The moon cycles play a key role for you in regards to your manifestations and bringing in long-term success, stability, abundance, whatever that is for you in your life, money, home, family, you name it. Okay, that is the big time there with that 10 of Pentacles. So this is certainly one of manifestation. So if you're setting some intentions, remember to manifest from a place of abundance. Attach positive emotion to what you are manifesting in your world. Be very clear when setting your intentions with the Magician. You may also have some doors of opportunity that are opening up for you. You can't see it quite yet with that moon energy there. Okay, there's something beneath the surface that may come to light. But this is also an energy of creativity. The Magician here gives you the energy, gives you the opportunity, gives you the mindset of finding and utilizing all of the tools and resources at your disposal to create something, to start something new, to initiate some sort of change, to initiate some sort of action. This gives you a laser focus, okay, to not let anything derail you in your path forward. Okay, so if you are, if you need to try something new, you got this creative energy, you've got the clarity, you've got the communication skills. The Magician is a skilled inventor. Okay, so what are you looking to invent or create or change or improve in your life? You have all of those skills there to focus on your goals and your dreams. A success and abundance are knocking at your door here with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this can be represent your career, your home, your money, even your knowledge. Okay, everything is at an all-time high here with this energy. Now, the Ten of Pentacles can certainly represent something wonderful coming in here for you, or perhaps this is where your mindset is at. Okay, you have an abundant, creative mindset. Beautiful. All right, but the Ten of Pentacles can also represent inheritances, some kind. So something that comes from your family, whether it's blood family or chosen family. Okay, so you may get some sort of gift in the month ahead. This can just be knowledge. Sometimes we have knowledge that is passed down from generation to generation. Perhaps there's some spiritual gifts that you are coming in, you are stepping into your own personal power with that magician energy. Some spiritual gifts coming to light here, okay, or something passed down from generations in another way. You may have some sort of inheritance of some kind. It may be money. It may be something to do with a house. Okay, maybe even you inherit a pet. Okay, so something may be coming to you from someone else in your family. Okay, hopefully it is a living inheritance. That's always the best kind to get. Okay, because of course, as nice as inheritances can be, quite often it requires someone to pass on. Okay, but hopefully for you, it is a living inheritance. Okay, the gift while someone is still around to see people enjoy what they have been given. We have advice from Spirit, the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is at an all-time high. We see that with the moon here as well. I think here for some of you, you're experiencing some personal growth and some spiritual growth in your month ahead. All right. You're using your intuition, your inner wisdom to initiate something, or to just go with the flow, or just make some change, or make better choices. Okay. Or to overcome some obstacles. All right. Your intuition is very much at that all-time high. The High Priestess is also the keeper of secrets and mysteries. So your advice here from Spirit could also be to be a little bit conservative in your approach, okay, or to play your cards close to your chest. It can be that, Spirit's saying here, be on the lookout because something hidden may be revealed to you. So maybe a little bit of a surprise. The moon card can bring about surprises, and it looks like here are some very happy surprises, okay? But it's also one where you may be looking to make some bold moves or some changes, and you may be wise to be a little bit quiet about it. Okay. Sometimes if we're looking to do something different, or we're looking for better opportunities, sometimes we don't want to shout it from the rooftops necessarily. Okay. It may be that you're in somewhere that you don't trust the people around you. Maybe you've got some great ideas that you're bouncing around, that you're floating around. And, if there's people around you that you don't quite trust, perhaps someone's has stolen your thunder before, and you're like, I'm not saying anything this time around. It can also be that, if you're looking to make some change, or if you get some really good news in here, or you've got, something that you're working on, sometimes we don't want to tell people about it, just because, well, number one, if you're looking for a new job or something, you don't really want to waltz into your workplace and say, hey, guess what, everybody, I'm getting a new job. You may not want to do that. But sometimes we have some big goals and dreams, and we keep a little bit quiet about it, only because we don't really want to listen to any negative Nellies. We don't want to listen to anyone's negativity. We won't want to hear anyone say, oh, you're crazy, you can't do that, or, oh, that's a real big risk, that's a gamble, right? We don't want to hear that sometimes, okay? So, part of that advice may be that you've got something on the go, and you just might be either you might want to be a little bit quiet about it. Keep something to yourself for the time being. Probably not forever, okay, but just for the time being, all right? But there's something at play here that is hidden at the moment as well, so you may have a little bit of a surprise. We've got the Four of Cups and the Two of Cups coming out here as well as also advice. Okay, broaden your horizons. Be open and receptive. The High Priestess is very connected to the moon. very connected with the yin energy of being open and receptive, okay? Sometimes we need to put ourselves out there and be flamboyant and, but sometimes we need to sit back a little bit and we just need to be receptive. We need to be open to opportunities, to information, all of these things. And the Four of Cups shows that you may be in the energy here right now where there's something here that you're not seeing. Okay, you may have some dissatisfaction with where you are right now and you're looking for something better. And Spirit's saying here that there's something better on the horizon here, but you need to shift your perspective. Okay, you need to be open to opportunities, okay? Because sometimes the opportunities that come in, the answers, the information that come in, we don't always see it right away. It's not always right in front of our face. Okay, sometimes we do need to broaden our horizons just a little bit, okay, and be a little bit more open. You may even have something here where you're not necessarily, you're about to give up on something, or you're just starting to get into that mindset where, forget it, nothing's ever going to happen, forget it, just, I don't know, I give up. Okay, very much of an I give up kind of energy, and Spirit says, no, don't give up, because sometimes just when you least expect it, this is when things happen. Great things sometimes happen all at once, and sometimes they happen in small increments, and sometimes there's a lot of things that need to fall into place, okay, for us to find what we're looking for. And because sometimes it's not just our circumstances and our energy at play, we do have a Two of Cups there, okay, so it's sometimes other situations around that we can't control, right? Other people, other environments, right? Everything's kind of all got to jive, all got to be in alignment all at the same time. So sometimes that takes a while. Sometimes that takes time. So don't lose faith. Don't give up hope. Okay. Keep your eye on the prize. All right. And be open and willing to see the potential of situations here as well, because there's something coming in here, some improvements, some opportunities, okay, that may make you very happy. This can also represent taking a creative approach at things. And when we have the Magician here, it's always a reminder, okay, not just to manifest from abundance and positivity and attach really good feelings, live our life as though we already have everything in the here and the now that we want in our lives, okay, not quite like that Four of Cups, okay, but this is also that reminder from Spirit, and a big one. Wherever you put your attention and energy is what blossoms and grows and manifests in your life. So if you're so focused on what is not going well for you, or what you don't like, or what you don't want in your life, okay, then that is what you will manufacture more of. Okay, so that Magician is always a reminder that our thoughts become things, that our visions turn into reality. Okay, and wherever we put our energy and focus and attention, that is what blossoms. So if there's something here that you want, that you desire, that you're hoping for, that you're manifesting in, focus on that and be thankful and grateful that Spirit has already given it to you, that the universe has already manufactured what it is that you are wanting and creating into your life. And then be open and receptive to all sorts of possible opportunities, because there's something in here with the Two of Cups. Okay, there may be new partnerships, new friendships, new romantic relationships. Okay, the opportunity to meet your higher self here as well, for things to come into balance and harmony for you. All right, your creative juices may be flowing here as well, right? So perhaps here, if you're not loving where you're at right now, or if you're just, I don't know, not really feeling engaged, okay, or happy where you are, what can you do to restore balance and harmony in your world? Maybe you need to take a creative approach. Perhaps you need to look at your spiritual self, okay, whatever that is for you. Okay, maybe you need new people. Okay, perhaps if you've been spending time alone, Virgo, okay, Spirit's saying here that there's people around you that can lift your spirits. Okay, and yes, there's times when we need to go into full-on hermit mode and we need to take some time to ourselves, but then we need to also sometimes break out of our shell. You may have family reunions, family get-togethers here, whether it's your actual family or your chosen family, right? Your spiritual family is all around you, around here as well. So if you're not enjoying the company that you keep right now, there's opportunities to reconnect, okay, or to find people who are a little bit more in your mindset, okay? You have the ability here to attract all kinds of things that are on your same vibration with that Two of Cups, okay? So remember, whatever your vibration is what you attract in. Okay, so if you're looking for abundance, and if you're looking for happiness, and if you're looking for romance and love and opportunities and all these things, we need to be in that vibration to attract the right things. Okay, because there's things coming in, there's opportunities available, there's doors that are open, the farther gate. All right, and we need to be in that mindset to take those steps or to seize an opportunity. Okay, so remember, abundance, 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 positivity, positivity, positivity. Okay, that's what you are attracting in there. Your blessings, we have the sun. The sun is a beautiful creative energy. I think here with the moon and the sun, there may be something here linked to the eclipse energies. Okay, so perhaps you have either had some clarity, okay, or perhaps we're still feeling the effects of the eclipses. Okay, it's not as strong as when they were first there, but the eclipses, we really do feel that energy and that influence for about the next 6 months. Okay, so there may be something here, some decision that you've come to around that eclipse, or you're still kind of feeling that pull. Okay, and the sun and the moon shows that there may be something that is illuminated for you, something that really, really comes to light. You might be getting some clarity or enlightenment. Okay, something that is, has been hidden, boom, out in the open it goes. Okay, but the eclipses, especially manifestations, may be a very powerful time for you. So you might be getting opportunities that are opening up for you. Okay, for for abundance and happiness and joy and all these wonderful things in your life. But the blessing of the sun is beautiful. This brings in success, abundance, creativity, happiness, joy, bliss, beautiful energy. Wherever the sun lands in your reading, it shines a beautiful light of positivity, of optimism, okay, of good vibes, good feelings. All right, so there's something here that you are embracing a positive mindset, and that is your blessing. You're not letting obstacles stand in your way. You're plowing through them. You're finding your way around them. You're taking different approaches. You're trying to stay positive. Okay, but whatever it is that you've got, whether it's some good news or just your mindset, it is this beautiful, abundant, happy energy that is here for you. There may also be something here in regards to family as well. And we do have the 10 of Pentacles here also, right? So there may be some family reunions, family get-togethers, perhaps partnerships are forming tighter bonds in your world. Okay, there may also, of course, be a very happy surprise that comes in here for you, and it's all very. I'm feeling a surprise of some sort. Okay, so whether you just surprise yourself or whether you do have something coming in here, maybe you surprise yourself by taking some bold, inspired action, right? With that sun, it's like, get her done. Okay, and that bold step forward, perhaps you're breaking out of a comfort zone, and that might actually surprise yourself. Okay, but you might also be getting out in the sun, enjoying the people around you and all of these things. It's a wonderful, wonderful blessing and a wonderful mindset. And there's a surprise, the Six of Pentacles. Excellent. The Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Oh my. So you may have a gift that comes in here for you. You might get a sense of relief as well. The Six of Pentacles is an energy of balance, fairness, and equality. It also does bring about some financial improvements in your world, something that you might not expect. It also brings about improvements in your material world, your knowledge, okay, things like that. This is very much related. The Six of Pentacles is the law of giving and receiving. All of the good that you've put out in the world starts to flow back to you. Okay, this can just be a small improvement somewhere, right? Maybe someone gives you the gift of knowledge, right? Remember, or maybe someone gives you some financial gift or some opportunity. It could even be a loan, okay? Or maybe you get a lucky break of some sort. When I get the Six of Pentacles, quite often, usually comes about as something that is a very joyous little surprise. Okay, it can be something as simple as, just finding $20 in your pocket while you're doing laundry the day before payday, just right when you needed it. Something like that. It could be that you have your heart set on some sort of purchase, And, it's like, oh, it's just a little bit out of my grasp. It's a little bit out of my reach. It's like, oh, maybe it's like $500. And then all of a sudden you go online one day, or you're walking through the store and, oh my God, it's on sale. Okay. And you get that kind of lucky break for that, right? Some sort of very positive surprise, right? Because that certainly is good for your pocketbook. Okay. But you may also be getting something here that is given to you, a gift of some sort. Now, the Six of Pentacles being a card of charity, okay, you may also have a gift of healing, of love, of romance, okay, the Queen of Cups. You may also be giving back to others. Okay, you might be looking at the big picture, and you might be giving a helping hand to others in your world. Okay, the Queen of Cups is a very loving, very caring, very giving kind of energy. Okay, so you may have something there. So whether you are helping someone else out in some way, or whether they are helping you, it's a very symbiotic relationship here. It's bringing in some balance and harmony there, and it's bringing in that equality for you. So what was I going to say with the Six of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles can also represent levels of commitment. Things in your workplace, right? So think of like honest day's work for an honest day's pay. Or if you think of a relationship, two people being equally committed, okay, balance and harmony and equality there, people being on the same page, all right? So perhaps this is a month for you where you're restoring some balance somewhere in your world, whether it's relationships or your physical world or whatever it happens to be, okay? But it's very positive for you there. The Queen of Cups, of course, does bring in some love and some healing, okay, but also brings in a very big connection with your emotions, okay? So perhaps you're opening your heart and your soul. Perhaps you're experiencing some spiritual growth here as well, right? We do already have the Moon and the High Priestess there for you. However, the Queen of Cups can also represent a person in your life that may have a very positive influence on you. They may give you a gift of love, a gift of money, okay, or maybe just a gift of time. Maybe it's just somebody in your world, whether it's someone you already know or someone that you meet brand new, and this person here just has such a positive effect and a positive influence on you. It's a beautiful, warm, fuzzy, loving energy. Your overall outcome, we have perspective coming in here. Now, this is the Hanged Man energy, okay? So it can be that it may be kind of a month for you where it's a little bit of stop and go, okay? Is that we've got these bursts of energy, and then we also take a step back. Okay, so sometimes we do that, all right, and sometimes that's necessary, right? We do a gut check, right? We get our guns ablazing, we step out of that first gate, and then we get to the next gate and the next phase of something, and now we're like, okay, I think right now I'm just going to enjoy the moment, and I'm going to put a plan in place for the next phase of my adventure. Okay, so that could be that perspective energy, that Hanged Man energy is like first we'd make those bold moves and then we take a step back. However, the Hanged Man energy is also where we let some things go. Okay, we sacrifice, we surrender, we just let it go. We're open, we're in the flow of the universe. We don't necessarily need to do anything. We're just open and receptive, and we're ready to seize an opportunity. We're ready to take action, but now we're just kind of waiting. A little bit of a waiting game. But while you're waiting, you're also looking at the big picture. You're also looking at someone else's perspective. Okay, perhaps you're even opening up to someone's suggestion. Okay, but you might also be kind of, I don't know why, maybe it's the Moon energy letting the cat out of the bag in some way. Okay, but the Hanged Man gives you patience, and it brings a broadening of your perspective, your mind, bringing in that big picture kind of energy, releasing your worries, fears, letting go of obstacles. Yes, gotta like that. Okay, and you're just trucking along. You're just in the flow. You're not necessarily doing anything, how should we say, you're not necessarily taking more action on something. It's just a little bit of reflection here for you as well. Okay, now it can represent here, because you got these blessings headed your way, that you're just in a good spot with that Hanged Man. The Hanged Man's not a bad energy, not at all. okay? But it's not necessarily one of moving forward, right? Because I think here you've got a pretty busy month for some of you, okay? And then I think we just need to take a step back to kind of chill out a little bit, or we've set the wheels in motion with some things here, and now you're just chilling, you're just hanging out, you're just being patient. You're like, yep, I've set some intentions, I know what I want, I put my feelers out, I've done all of these things in the background, and now I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the magic to happen, okay? But in the meantime, I'm keeping an open mind, right? Remember, this Four of Cups here is kind of a little bit of closed off energy. Open and receptive to all kinds of things in the world. What else do we have here as your overall outcome? Ooh, we have the Emperor and the High Priestess. So the High Priestess coming out a second time. Okay, when we have the Hanged Man, we get epiphanies and revelations that come in here too. We can also experience some delays. Okay, you know, a little bit of kind of not sure what to do next kind of thing, which is perfectly fine. Your intuition is showing you the way, is guiding you, is giving you the answers that you're looking for. But again, very connected with the moon, very calm energy. So epiphanies may come in there. You might get a big old aha moment. All right, the High Priestess is also saying, don't worry. Don't worry. If there's a pause in the action, there's a necessary pause in the action. It's doing you a favor. But we have the Emperor here as well. The Emperor is that Aries energy, okay? But it's bringing you in success. The Emperor is all about success. It's also you being in the driver's seat, okay? Feeling like you're at the top of your game. You're not worried about anything. If there's obstacles in your path, the Emperor is that energy of finding a different way, okay? The Emperor, you don't get to be the Emperor, the ruler of the entire empire, okay, without changing your course of action every once in a while. The Emperor is really great at putting together a strategy, but also great at recognizing when something different needs to be done. Okay, just because you have a strategy or just because you have a plan doesn't mean that you may not need to make an adjustment somewhere along the way. So that Emperor gives you that element of success and control, and I'm in the driver's seat, and I'm I'm very much in charge of my environment. But it also gives you that knowing of every plan needs to change sometime along the way, and that's overcoming those obstacles as well, right? But the Emperor is, yes, success and leveling up. So perhaps some of you are leveling up in some area of your world. However, it is also an advice card. So perhaps you, by the end of the month, because don't forget, I mean, we don't just start and stop life, right? This month energy flows into next month. Time is fluid, energy is fluid. So it may be that you need to take a step back, okay, in whatever it is you're doing. Again, we go through the one gate and we get to the second one, and then we're like, hold on, let's see, am I still on the right path? Do I need to do something different? Or you may hit an obstacle, okay? And so you do need to take a step back, and the Emperor can represent someone in your world that may give you some advice, okay? This can be someone that gives you a helping hand, someone who you trust, okay? Very trustworthy energy with the Emperor in the upright. The reverse, a little bit different, okay? Well, the reverse, you could still trust him, but I don't know, it might be a little bit a force to be reckoned with, okay? But this can be someone who is very kind, very caring, someone who can give you a little bit of guidance or some support in some way. All right, it can, quite often the Emperor represents a patriarch, like a father figure, or a head of a household, the head of a corporation, okay, those kind of things. Someone who has a lot of successes under their belt, but also a lot of failures under their belt as well. Okay, so this is certainly somebody that may be able to assist you to get over a hump. All right, so certainly some very wonderful, very positive, and very interesting energy that's coming in here for you. Okay, so let's get a couple last messages here for you guys and see what else we have. Last messages. Thank you very much. And we have number 5, change. Wow. 555. Hello. Okay, so look up the deeper meaning of 555. There may be something that you need to change, something that you need to correct, okay, or brace for change. All right, change can benefit you, okay, in your season. So again, I think there's some very positive changes coming in here for you, but this is that reminder that we don't always just follow that straight and narrow. Sometimes we do need to adjust our strategy just a little bit. Okay, so be aware of that. We also have number 6, love. Now, number 6, of course, relates back to the Lover's card. Okay, but love is certainly in the air for you, that Queen of Cups, right? So whether it's loving family, loving friends, or whether you do maybe have Two of Cups energy, perhaps there's some sort of partnership in here. Love is the highest vibration of all. Love rules the day. So this can certainly relate to the relationships in your life, blossoming, growing, new ones, exciting ones. Okay, but this can also be self-love, self-care, right? This can also be about following your heart, following your dreams, attaching positive emotion to everything that you do, and things become a little bit easier for you, okay? But with the change and the love, you could certainly have a relationship that is changing, okay? Or your life may change because of love, all right? I'm going to leave that there for you guys, okay? I hope there was something here that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I thank you so very much for watching. Keep your eye out for the career readings and also the love readings, okay? And again, there might be some interesting things coming in here with the love department. All right, but I hope you guys have a wonderful month. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.